I'm on my land. It's been a while since I recorded anything. Obviously, I'm here in Missouri on my property, and as you can see, there's going to be some carving out to do, and I anticipated this may be the issue, or this may be a problem. And so when I came out, I did come equipped with some steel products, and show you right here, this chainsaw. Everyone said to get a steel, and that they're the best. Look at this. And as you can see, I mean, this is the first time I've really cut down any trees. I did use the face cut method, the quarter cut face cut method on these big trees here. And there's a smaller one in there that I cut down too. Actually, it's right here. Same method, even with the smaller one. But I got to clear all this out in order to have a place to put my tent. So that's what we're going to do. It's just going to be a lot of hard work, but you know what? I came prepared for that. Alright. So this is where we're going to end up setting up the wall tent. Over there is where I've been cutting down trees off in a distance there, and but here it's nice and flat, relatively flat. So all these trees are going to have to go, and we're going to go ahead and get to business. So I'm standing right in the middle of where the wall tent's going to be. Alright, so let's get to it. Okay, what you're seeing here is my idea of how to deal with a tree that I chopped down but I need to process. So anyone who cuts wood with a chainsaw knows that you get a blade pinch if the weight is depending on how the weight is distributed. Optimum situation is for the end like this to be raised above the ground, and so I'm using my 2-ton car jack to do that on a piece of wood there. And right here, it's hard to see, but even the end of that is off the ground. So I'm going to be able to cut along here all the way up to the jack and start processing this into logs. Making progress. Okay, so yeah, this worked just as intended. As you can see, I cut all the way up to where my scissor jack was positioned, and there's the logs. And so what I'll go ahead and do to keep it going is I'll go ahead and take one of these logs and buttress it underneath further down the tree so that I can continue to do what I've been doing. And so if I went further past this, if I went ahead and cut right there, then it would pinch the blade. So I'm learning these things. It's all new to me, but I am picking it up. And that's the second time I cut down a tree and it landed right on a stump. So getting this process will be a lot easier. Wish I could show you what I'm doing. I don't have a tripod just yet. Okay, so this is an important message for those who have a generator and are charging things like the Bluetti AC 180 by generator. And so the Bluetti is very sensitive to having a pure sine wave. And so this was causing a problem because I was running the generator and it kept, the charging kept shutting off. And it kept saying it was an over frequency alarm. And I'm looking at the frequency on the Bluetti app. It's showing 63, over 63 hertz. And I'm looking all over online for a solution to this problem because apparently the Bluetti cannot handle 63 hertz. It's that sensitive. And so I started looking on the forums and I found something very, I guess you would say informative that led me in the right direction. So basically what it was controlling the choke in order to reduce the output, the voltage, and so that's what I did. Now on the Westinghouse generator that I have, it's a dual fuel generator. It's running on propane. The way that I did that, the choke doesn't have a manual control. However, there is a dial in which you can switch between propane and gasoline, and it isn't one or the other. You can actually switch, and I'll go ahead and show you this in the pictures. You can actually switch from propane to gasoline in degrees. So I'm not running gasoline, but by moving it towards gasoline, I was operating a choke and reducing the amount of propane coming in, and that reduced the amount of hertz to 61. And at 61 hertz, the Bluetti automatically started charging. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these pictures. Take a close look at them, and I'll go ahead and just leave a script for you to read. So, but it's very exciting.